And we are live. Hello there. I see you in the audience, Slayan. Thank you for joining for this monumentous occasion of shedding one overlord for another. I'm gonna go into the achievements and look at the things that are around. Though, if you have any suggestions of something I should work towards or do, feel free to suggest, because I'm not down for literally anything. There are just some achievements that take way too long, but, I am up for a lot. Okay. See here. See. Oh no. Well, if it's painful, painful is fine as long. The biggest thing is that as long as it doesn't take like. So the stream officially is 2 hours. If it doesn't, if you think it's gonna take longer than 3, I would not recommend it. Basically. And it doesn't need to be an actual achievement. It could be anything, you know. Let's see here. Yeah, no Norwegian wood. Which is quite possibly one of... Oh, geez, that... I've heard horror stories about that one. Okay. In fact, let's see if we can find one that's on brand. That'd be pretty nice. I'm gonna see if there's any Japanese ones I have. Actually, I can even just go over here and look up Japanese ones. EU4 Japanese achievements. Okay. Start as Japanese daimyo, blah blah blah, da da. Start as Crusaders is a little insane. Definitely not going for that. Is there any specialty ones that involve a specific daimyo? Because that would be cool. Let's see if there's one for the Oda. No, there isn't. Still. Yeah, most of them do, by the looks of it. And, well, there's Chrysanthemum Throne, you know, uniting Japan, which isn't that crazy. But I'll think about that and just not going for an achievement, maybe. But I'm going to keep looking through all these. I was just thinking about because our old symbol was the Oda sign on the channel. Or at least it was very similar to the Oda sign. And very similar to the Emperor's symbol as well. I am going to look through here. Makes me want to... Because, yeah, it's... Like, things like there's some here like Khan and True Heir of Timur that I'd love to do, but I just don't have the time to do. Actually, I might just go ahead and do them. Do it as a start on here and finish on YouTube kind of thing, maybe. Maybe. I'll think about that. Because while I've done Khan, I've only done it with a lot of, with a lot of... I didn't do it on the actual... I didn't do it on Iron Man, you know? So, yeah, I'm tempted to do that one, but I need to think for a moment. Because that's definitely one I can do in 2 streams. Shahanshah. Oh, Lord God, that's awful, but at the same time, I guess I respect it. Because that's the ridiculous one where you have to conquer... Let's see. I need to double check the requirements for Persia, but if I remember correctly, it's kind of insane. EU4 Persia. Let's see here. The big requirements I'm seeing here does not exist. It's not tribal. It's not nomad. Hamadan, Isfahan. What is that? Amal or Shiraz. And Tabriz, Kaman, or Mashhad. So, basically, I'd be trying to conquer in a line there. Historically, I want to check who formed it. I'm assuming it was actually Artable historically that did this, but let me take a look. Because that's not a bad idea. I don't dislike it. Yeah, because it's Safavid, so... The requirements. Hamadan, which is here. And Kermanshah, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. No. They require... So Yazd, which is here. Quam and Kerman. Kerman's over here, so... Quam... Oh, Kerman's down here. Kerman's the easiest of these all, though, because Tabriz means you have to fight them. Not really worth it in my eyes. When you already have to fight the Timurids, might as well just go Kerman. Yazd, Kerman. Kazvan. So, Isfahan. Let's see. Isfahan is... Because, like, that map there is... Where the hell is Isfahan? Is it somewhere up here? Oh, Isfahan's gonna be annoying then, isn't it? If I'm having difficulty finding it, or is it right here? It's right here. Good. Okay. Chord. Green one. Oh, that's easy. Never mind. Let me go into here. One green one, one yellow one. So, here and here. It's literally just a war with the Jam and the Timurids. Okay, so it's a relatively quick one, but it's awful in difficulty. I get you. Basically, I'd want a nation... I'd probably want a nation to ruin myself into, a Jam. Find a way to ally QQ, or at least keep them at bay. Wait till Ajam is in a war with somebody, with probably the Timurids. Go after Ajam to take what I need from them. And immediately go for Yazd, Kerman, and... Where is it? Let me look at this again. Yazd, Kerman, and Shiraz. And then the achievement's done. Okay. So my question to you is, which would you prefer to see? Because I'm gonna go with either this or the idea of doing a 2-stream on the Mongol, start here, finish over on YouTube for that one, or start here, or just do the Persian one. Which would you prefer? Like, which would be cooler to see? Yes. Okay. I will wait for the response. This will decide whether I go Audible or I go Oirat. Because I am down for either, and simplifying it by saying I'm doing one or the other. I wish there was a... wish I knew how to run, like, the boats or something. Wait, there is a... Yeah, I could just go into, let's go into the thing here. Start a prediction, I guess? No, not a prediction. I feel like I'm missing a tool here. Okay, so you prefer Colin. Gotcha. But only just. Okay. Oh, wait. Shoot. Hey, I gotta restart. I forgot I was running. Uno momento. I will go into the AFK. Be right back. I'm still technically here. There is a reason why a mod was running. But I'd forgotten that I had that. Let's just say it's involved in making a thumbnail. Excuse me. Let's get that. Good, it should be off. And you know what? While I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the music. Okay, we're in. We're gonna hover. It's not that one this time. Though, you know what? I totally should play with that. Like, whenever I'm not going for an achievement, I should. It'll be funny. It'll be enjoyable for everybody. And I do love anime, and so weirdly does my... No, wrong thing. That's not... Game options? Audio? I forget the... I can't find the thing. I want to put it on specific... If I'm going to be doing Horde, I need to be, like, doing it Horde-only music. Because I prefer that music anyways. But I think that would be a fun way for normal games doing that. I need to get that mod. Considering most of my viewers are weeaboos. Okay. I'm going to very quickly... Actually, you know what? You might get away... If you see something, you don't, good, okay. Well, you see one thing, but you don't see the hint for the other thing, the one that's coming soon. And that's enough for me. I'll do it for nation flags then. Get all the weeaboos on my side. Power of anime, you know what I'm saying. Con. Wait. What? Let me find, there's a song. I'm gonna name this one after a song. Let me find the actual song, but I won't play it. Gotta be very careful not to click anything on my Spotify. Good, but, to be fair, it's gonna be on the, VODs channel, so... Okay, we're gonna name this Mike Snow Genghis Khan. There we go. It's been my run has been optimized, as you can see. So... So, let's see here. First things first. How do I mess with the music? It's very important. Oh, you've been... You know what? A lot of people I know have been playing Diablo, like, non-stop. Seriously, where is it? Where's the music? Near the date. Music control panel. Open music player. We are going to just unclick everything that's not Mongol. Oh, there's no official Horde music? I'm going to find it then. Oh no. I guess I can probably do something like this. Why do they not have Mongol music? What the hell? Why is there no Horde music? Yeah. The little toucanet is over there. I'm very disappointed by the lack of Horde music here. Let me look up EU4 Horde music just to check if I can find. Oh, no. I need to, like... Jeez, it's frustrating. I'm gonna quickly run through these. And we're gonna rename the stream officially. We're gonna keep Fun Farcical Farewell. Con. Evil Intentions. Leave these two because they're as close as I seem to be able to find. Oh, I know this song. Anyway, where the hell is it? I need my dang Horde music. Is it that I just... do I need a music pack? Is that what I'm missing here? I need to double check this. It might be that I'm missing some music pack or something that I didn't know about and never bothered to buy because I never needed it. Or wanted it. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of, music packs. That... I never bought any of the music packs. Okay. I wouldn't need the Yule Tides, but what are the... Okay, what are these history lesson ones? What? Yeah, they're China and Japan. Guns, Drums, and Steel. Which I'm assuming is more of a rock and roll thing. Shoot, really? No music? Okay, well, we're gonna just stick with the, with this stuff, unless I can... I'm gonna quickly look over just to see if I can find anything. I wish I could, like... I'm gonna grab these two. Just because they sound cool. Hello. Alright. Yeah, it's a shame. I really don't think they have, Woo! Come on. Where is it? Come on. Seriously? Did I break it by accident, or? Aw. Well, these'll work. Heck it, we'll just turn everything on then. I'm really disappointed. I wanted that. Yeah, but then I can't get the achievement, can I? Or does the game have a thing where it allows that? Oh, yeah, it does, right. There's certain mods. As long as nothing's copyrighted on it, I guess. Let me go into the workshop real quick and grab it then. Let's see. Step music. Very copyright. That's disappointing. If it's copyrighted, then I cannot, sadly. Because I can, Oh, that's very disappointing. I love The Who. Listening to The Who. Oh. We are just gonna stick with what we got, and boom, let's go. I've done this. Luckily, I have done this run many a time. Mind you, I've failed it way, way more than I've succeeded, but I got this probably. Okay. Forgot about this one. I actually really like this. It helps out a lot. Stability cost. Gonna be really helpful. Larger hosts and autonomy. Yeah. Okay. Do that. Sale titles. Good ones. Don't worry about these yet. I will go ahead and get the spy construction. Do that. Most people won't use the prestige, but I go ahead and use that. Do that, do that. Theoretically, I could have, oh wait, it's gone. Shamanism. Go ahead and take the hit there. State loyalty based. But I'll steal all their land share, so this will be more than tenable. Okay. The Mongol mercenaries are looking good today. Yeah, whatever. Oh. I am having difficulty breathing. This is not fun. Sorry, I have had allergies just hit like real bad today. So that is rough on me. So that is the primary reason why I've not been speaking as much as I would like to. In fact, I might need to get up and go blow my nose. Ad break. Yike. The big yike. There he is. Disciplined advisor. Shagatai. Uzbek. Mr. Chagatai. No, no. Dang it! I did the wrong one. Let's see. My troops almost together? Yes. Revoke the embargo on you. I mean the embargo on... I meant to embargo your boss, okay? There we go. Issue embargo. There, that's what I was going for. Embargo them. And embargo them. Which will mess up their trade power, because I'm pretty sure they're pulling from here. Yep. And finally, I'll insult them. Now, let's see here. My troops are together. I'll insult them once the war is actually going. Declare war will be... Okay, make them supportive. And I'll put them on the Mongol mercenaries here. Mandate of Heaven, and... First War! Time to, wait. I will be on the lookout for the most important thing I could possibly get. Oh yeah, I probably should have allied somebody who preferably hates the Ming, but... You can pretty much, because now that Korchin starts the game as a Ming tributary, you pretty much never can actually get a really good ally. It's just, and it's awful. It's annoying. Well, if it's historically accurate, I get it. Still frustrating. Oh, there he is. Wait. Huh. Well, either one. where are you going? Where are you going, boss man? Which one of you is going where? Wait. Good. Okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Onward to Beijing, baby! And here's what we're gonna do. We're going to swap out who this guy's attached to, because my experience has been that it can basically having your vassal siege with you can completely ruin your siege. I wonder how many people are going to get tricked by the clickbait. I doubt anybody, but it's still... Because, you know, we're not actually... I'm not actually done streaming, I'm just done with this, done with the platform. So they're going off that way. I had no professionalism to begin with, if I remember correctly, but not that it matters, because... wouldn't have been able to have mercs under that circumstance. Okay, stack wipe that group. Oh my gosh! Yes! Wait, I want to see if... Yep. Total surrender. And yes, I'm stealing that general. He is such a good general. I will keep him forever. In fact, I'm probably just going to go ahead and get rid of the Mongol mercenaries, because they're expensive, and I don't need them anymore. So, let's see here. My goal is pretty much, in this war, take what I can in this direction, go boom, 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 take this, and what I might do is I might take a bunch of provinces, raise them, and then, like, release them as a vassal that I'll later release for the 10 prestige loss or something, is what I think I might do. But give me a moment. I know I'm taking max money. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I'll go, like, here, and here. Provinces, like, double check what province... Oh, no, they also have cores on these. I can't do those ones then. How about then... Because the provinces I actually need for Great Yuan are these all. And the provinces I need for the Mongol Empire are Nanjing and Canton down here. Let's turn you down, Mr. Music. Also, let's see what we can do then. Shun, how many provinces do you own? Do you have cores on? Oh, a decent number. And I'm gonna be taking the route this way because that'll be easier. So yeah, let's go here. Go ahead and build my pathway to the south. And then I will proceed to, you know, ignore it completely and utterly. Now, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead and take that army tradition. And start wiping out the Ming's forces. Because I mean, it's only a matter of time. It is frustrating that I'm going to have to go around and wipe out basically their whole armies. I mean, there are bright sides, but there's a lot of downsides. Wipe them out. My army rides to the south, so hopefully, number one, I win the siege without them doing anything about it. Do y'all really want to go there? This isn't, like, anywhere where my army can get to you is a place you probably don't want to be, Mr. Ming. I would think they would understand this. Like, it's pretty straightforward. So take the line down to here. In fact, let's just cut out a little bit. Make it easier. And then, like, what I'll be... Actually, do I... Yeah, I'm gonna go this way for one thing. Because this has... Well, it will shorten my path, I think, to Nanjing. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it did. That's true. But at the end of the day, my armies wouldn't have gotten wiped or anything. The Ming are pushovers. The only... I mean, I have fought the Ming so many times at this point. Like, it's like... Fighting the Ming is almost relaxing to me now. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna do this. Wait, and I'm... Okay. Great, you won. Do I need this province? No! Then, we're going to drop this and see if we... I guess we're gonna go ahead and take here, because 1, 2. Wait. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. And this brings me closer to the south here for cheap. And I don't have to hold a extra fort, which is very important to me. Now, here's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I am going to do a really just dirty strat. I am going to go to war. What I am intending is I'm gonna go to war with Caradel. Use that to take further towards Canton and towards Nanjing. Yeah, basically, that's how I relax. That's how I spend my free time, really. It's better than the urge to strangle my coworkers. I mean, I'm not evil. I'm not... I don't deal with any anger issues that have to do with my workplace. No. Don't be silly. Absolutely not. Though, on that note, I am going to go for a quick restroom break, and we will be right back. And I am back. So anyway, as I was saying, plan. My current plan, invade the Ming. So I'm invading the Ming. I'm going to take the line to here. I'm going to invade them again using Cardell. I'm going to use that to get to Canton and maybe Nanjing if I'm lucky. I'm going to go... I might go after Sarah Gyogir immediately after, and if I can do that... I don't really... I'm going to keep using Ming as a money... as my economic support and all that. But I also want to be in a position where I'm not super worried about the Ming. So I'm going to take these lines, core the 2 provinces I actually need, and the rest I will release as vassals after I raise them and release them back into here. So I get the money and I get the points, but I don't lose anything of real value besides prestige. And prestige, now that's just a number. Especially with how much prestige I'm going to be getting every single time I beat the Ming into a pulp. Boom, 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 boom. Probably going to give this one to... And this one to Ning when I release them. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, it might be better to go. If I'm going here, 1, 2, 3, and then 1. I'm already here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Because going here is 1, 2, 3. Oh. I feel like I've messed something up. Is there a faster way to do this then? Because I thought I had... well, whatever. It's still cheaper war score-wise. Because either... well, I can do this, though, and that gets me closer to Nanjing. So yeah, I'll do it this way. Either way. This is a strat idea. I've never done this before, by the way. So it's not like I'm just doing this because it seems like fun. It could be cool. I think it'll probably work. Considering my previous experiences with the Ming, I think this is about to get real nasty real quick for the Ming. Oh, hey, I get to actually have a, Regency now. Oh my gosh. This woman is a beast. Look at her. 6'4". Okay. And my heir is real good, so... And I get to keep Essen Taishi? No, it was lying to me. Okay. It's just glitched, I guess. I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna see if I can re-throw him into the military. Shame we can't make this guy our king. That'd be nice, or our Khan. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna have to use a bunch of admin. Well, I guess I'm not going to be the tech leader. The overall tech leader. I'll just be a kind of sort of tech leader. Okay. Yo, good. They're yielding. Oh, yeah. Okay. Brace. We're going to go to war with Caradel. Do that. Don't worry about all this, because I'm not actually... I'm going to do a line this way. And I'm going to core here, and that's it. The rest of this is not getting cored. In fact, you know what? I'm going to I'm not going to release multiple vassals. I'll release one vassal. And give them all this. Is what I'm going to do. That'll save me a lot of trouble. And it won't matter that if they're disloyal, because they just don't matter in this case. Okay. Core this. This doesn't need to be cored. Get rid of the fort. I don't really... This is going to be such a quick campaign that I'm just going to lower autonomy for my own sake. I don't want... Because once I'm done in the East, I'm done in the East. I'm just pushing west non-stop. Getting coalitions everywhere, except for in the lands that I'm actually taking, because they'll be truced. And I want to make sure I'm not completely doomed. Okay, what else? Boom, 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 boom. Already got these done. Do that. Oh, right. I probably should have raised this first. Boom. Boom. And... I guess inflation is good. Let's go ahead and get rid of my loans. And I still have like 1,939. Moment I get the ability to get taxes in, I'll start doing that. Guess for the time being, I am gonna start planning out my trade in the human region, and one of my big goals is to get as much power of the Samarkand region as possible to basically just get all this trade in China for myself, and hopefully that'll help with a lot of cool things. Need to wait to do this. Jackals, vultures, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Cardell. Ming, you scum. Well, I guess I will be fighting revolter states to get to there. Oh yeah, I need to remote marry Mongolia. Silly me. Well, we are going to start going after these guys one by one then. Enforce peace. I don't want to attack them directly because of the Huanpor. I always hate how Chagatai allies some random Indian power. And it's like, this doesn't make sense, but they're doing it anyways. And it's just, like... Like, I get it in like, physical geographic proximity, but I think from a terrain standpoint, historically, this would not have happened. Stuff like this. Chagatai allying Kazayan makes perfect sense, though. It's like, they're wanting to get in a fight with Uzbek. Both of them want to fight Uzbek. And so that just changes the whole game right there. So let's go after Chagatai. Anyways, because they're going after Cardell. I don't want to deal with that crap. Leave these forts, even though they cost money. And we're gonna go for it. Independent army, right. That's what I need. And we're gonna give... The main army is gonna get the cool guy. You're gonna get the crappy one. And you two are gonna go around together. And we're going to put Mongolia on defensive. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go for them. Actually, declare war on them. And then, this is gonna be really mean. I'm just gonna... yeah. Nice. Okay, so where are we gonna use as the war goal? I think I'm gonna make Karamegdan? I'm not pronouncing that right. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna use there. It's 100% the cost, sadly. But, yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Because I don't have a border with Yarkand or something. And we are going to eat him alive. At least I'm going to send this guy to take here. I'll probably send the independent army down south to handle Huanpor. And we'll see. I mean, I guess my armies will slowly work out through Chagatai. Defend against Kazan's incursions, which are going to happen. But I really not 100% sure if I have a real plan here. Oh! Wow, okay. The Ming are just gonna fall in one war, so I guess I don't get to have a piggy bank anymore. I look forward to when they fall apart, though, because that means I can quickly do some really nasty things. What I can probably do is if they just completely fall apart, all their provinces go away, except for their cores that nobody else has. What I can probably do is, like, do some... Annex my way to where I can have a border with all of them and just straight up get rid of the Ming. They don't need to exist for me. Oh yeah, I need to do this, though. That is right. That is something I need to do. Boom. All these provinces don't really need autonomy. I just don't want to be constantly fighting new rebellions. Double the time it takes for them to rebel is better than the alternative. Go take the Huanpori capital. Take these provinces. Go after all that. Boom. Boom. Especially since I'm not really wanting to keep most of these. But that might change if, No, it won't. It won't change. No matter what happens over there, that's not really in my best interest there. South to Zungaria. Do that, I guess. Yeah, it only did it in their provinces, so that's not a big deal for me. Try to let my regulars reinforce themselves. So, out of curiosity, what have you done con before, or is this like something you're less familiar with? Oh, they still have troops. Hey, Mongolia, could you go and handle that, please? Thank you. Wait, didn't I set you on defensive? I did. Yeah. I mean, the actual achievement isn't too difficult. I'm really big on trying to get it before 1520. I've never succeeded though, so it's insanely difficult to get that. What I'm looking for. Okay. Going to here, sue for peace. Oh, I still don't have enough, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna... this is fair. Oh no. Core on a room key. Where's the room key? Wait, yeah, I got it. Here's what we'll do. Find room key. Nice. So for me, that's I'm assuming I have that for a little while then. Yeah, I have that till 1600. I don't need to take that this war. My intention is to do two things. Gold mine here. Kazakh here. And I'm kind of hoping to work my way all the way around. Dang it. Okay, how about if I do it like boom boom? Nope. Oh. What the hell? Oh yeah, right. What is there? So I don't really need these ones. I just need here to release Kazakh. Boom, boom. Go ahead and take Taraz. And Talus, I guess, or... I don't know, maybe a room key. Room key is a... It's a relatively... Okay, can I get you out yet? No? Okay. Take them out. Okay, how about now? No? Well, whatever. At least you're easy to destroy. And Mongolia is doing their primary job right now of making it so I don't have to deal with this. Hey, Mongolia, can you go and handle them too, please? I really wish I could direct my vassals to, hey, I need this done. These rebels here, yeah, I want them not alive. Jin separatists have revolted. Reminds me of an old line in a very silly book. And here's what I'll do. I'll get rid of their Quan-Por alliance by doing... I don't... Get rid of a room key in the peace deal. No Quan-Por. And, yeah, this will be the peace deal. Might even be a little smaller than that, depending. Okay. Send these troops out. Whatever is necessary. And, oh, I don't need this anymore. Yeah. It's not even hunt rebels. I actually really would like the ability to give them, hey, I need you to defend this specific spot from enemies, even during wars. Like, you can't micromanage, but you know that they'll go and help. Also, I do find a lot of the Art of War things that they added originally kind of lacking. Not because of the... I don't require them to be instant or anything, but, like, it's just really frustrating. How little you can tell your vassals to do. I'll send these guys out this way. Ming is going to break whenever they get out of their war, so I need to get this handled quick. And we are going to give these guys the good leader. This guy can have... yeah, he'll survive. Actually. Oh! Wow, they just stack wiped them. Okay. Well, they can get a taste of their own medicine, especially considering I'm gonna have to fight the Uzbek anyways. Oh wait, I didn't need to give them that. Dang it. Well, it's fine. Mostly fine. I am going to swap out for the Grand Company real quick here, though, so that way the swap out is actually worth it. Delete this guy. Have him go siege the capital there. And I don't need this anymore. So, see how my sieger down this way is going. Hey, do y'all like want... how many wars are you in? I'm gonna offer them... they don't want military access? How about Jiansha? How about Ming? Nope. Nobody wants to go through my lands. Apparently they just want what they want and that's it. And Ming wants them to not take any more land. Is what it comes down to right now. Oh yeah, I need this province. Those are tribal... alright, tribal rebels there.
Nice.
Pop nice. Oh, okay. Oh no. My army out here is about to get wiped, aren't they? Wait. What? Why am I not seeing them yet? Okay, take the stab. Okay, the rebels down here won. Rebels here won their siege. These guys are just going to be doing rebel squashing for a while, I suspect. In the meantime, no Chagatai. Money. Oh. Rather electric. I didn't know that Rose was an electric type. Defeat the tribal rebels. Cobdo. Oh, of course. Okay. I got this. Probably. Like, I very much look forward to Ming's fracturing. Mostly because it means that I can actually form the Yuan early, which is really nice, in my opinion. Like, Yuan has a lot of buffs. Yes, oh, absolutely. She is rather evil. She is a villain. I only date the most evil, naturally. It's in my nature. I'm only with the villainous variety. Okay. This is the frustrating part about the hordes. This. Oh, hey. The Shun are on my border now. Oh, yes. Come to... No, okay. Sad. Wait. Ah. Okay. That's neat. The Shun have arrived. I just hope they leave me enough to release a single vassal. Like, somebody really weak. Oh wait, yeah, no matter what they will, because I'm intending on taking here. And they have it's the only Hakka. Well, there are other Hakka provinces, but it is the core Hakka nation, so boom boom and release them, give them everything. Okay. The Chahari are gonna cause issues for my enemies. My capital is about to be retaken. And somehow they took Beijing already. There are things that are going on that I just don't fully understand. And it's very frustrating. Because, like, I don't understand how I'm losing some of these siege races. I need to send this guy over to the Yan to deal with them. Take the army tradition at... Wait, I could have afforded to stab that time. Oh, no. Well, send my army that way. Take here, take here. My regulars will handle this stuff. But they will handle it with a really good general. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Mr. Chagatai, wanted to wish you a goodbye. I know it seems like I should lose this, but I won't. You are not going to survive. Mr. Chagatai. I won't allow it, Mr. Chagatai, you see. Okay, I'm gonna retake this successfully. That's basically done. I'll hand her the Chahari rebels. And then we are going to be continue heading west. Probably into Uzbek. I'm not really ready to deal with the Timurids yet. Like, I want their vassals to be rebelling. Because, right, what I like doing is I either like using the Timurids' vassals against them if the Timurids win, or if the vassals win, I actually like to vassalize the Timurids. Use all of their cores, because, I mean, they have so many. And, like, I might take those cores directly, but it's a lot lower AE. And a lot of people just don't seem to... A lot of people are like, AE is just a number. Yes, it's a number, though, that might ruin your run. So, instead, I use sneaky little tricks like that to try to get around it. Oh, yeah, I guess we won't be immediately continuing our journey to the west, because we're going to invade Korchin here real quick. Because I need their land. In fact, I think... Because I'm supposed to... If I remember correctly, I need to own all the Korchin lands. Yes, I do. So yeah, I'll go ahead and take all that. And apparently I need to go to the restroom again. I am so sorry. Be right back. And I am back. Also, don't be silly, Slayin. This is a Mongol journey to the west. It's a lot less... Look, Journey to the West, if it was truly adapted, would be like PG-13 max. This is gonna be rated R for, oh my gosh, what the hell is happening? Why is there a mountain of skulls? Okay, we're gonna send this army over here. This army is gonna be used to take all the land. Try to do the politics stop. And heck. So, no guy here is definitely looking like my best move against Jean. Because I don't mind Shirvan. Akyanlu is annoying, but whatever. I'm sure the Ottomans or somebody else will handle them. But, like, Hormuz. That's annoying. Now, let's see here. Get this war done. And, finally get rid of all the frickin' rebels. Okay. Just in case. See, Chu actually holds 2 provinces I actually do need to take. Okay, well, that's good. The honor here. Ming Pretender rebels are over here. She's separatist, which... Yep, right there. Come on. Come on, guys. Right in there. Okay. Oh, no. Alright, I still won, but oh, no. I know you're running over here, but I just want to take the war goal. I want to get this done with. The first Chagatai War is rough, but what's normally even rougher is if you end up having to fight the Timurids while they still have all their vassals. That is torture. So there is a bright side. For instance, if I go after them, like, hypothetically, I go after Timurids. You'll notice almost everybody who's being called in won't fight. And admittedly, that is the huge advantage to going after them. Anyways, let's see here. Also, it is about time to... Oh, we're already taking loans again. Let's see, Independent Army. We'll stick with the Grand Company then. Lower expenses. Ming continues to shatter. What if I got rid of this? Well, I need that, though. Everything I take in this peace deal I actually need, so maybe not that. Game, I really need what I'm trying to get you to give me. Oh, come on. Okay. Really? RNG. Why dost thou taketh away? And watch. In spite of being only defended by 300 men, it's going to take forever. It's awful, but... Okay, I give up on it. I don't need a Diplo guy. It's fine. It's fine. Manpower buff. Oh! That's cool, we get a warfare tree. I didn't know that was added. For, hordes. Or tribes, I guess. Maybe. Okay. Mongolia, how do you lose so badly? But you're like the Genos of my game. You're losing fights that on paper you should win. Okay. Capital. Wipe out their armies. Okay. Almost there. Wait. Leave them there. There. Yes, that was a One Punch Man reference. Sorry, Mongolia just keeps picking fights that they have the advantage in. And they still lose. Okay. Kill these guys off. Wipe out their armies. Stab hit this time. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Retake Wu Chang. Nope, no interest in doing that. Raise every province I took that isn't going to be a part of Kazakh. Go ahead and just royal marry them. Slowly start annexing Mongolia. Go ahead and just whoop. This is all stuff A, that I need to own directly, and B, that I need cord like right now. Need the gold mine especially. Every province that isn't the gold mine can be can deal with the excess of the lowered autonomy, or raised autonomy, not lowered. Okay, now time to start plotting against the Timurids. Oh. Of course, that's just going to be a small amount. It's not going to be enough to actually carry my nation. Sadly. We are... Oh, that's... And get rid of that embargo. I guess I'll rival the Ming. And... time to go after Gorchin. Mongols, help me. We are going to go for a reconquest. Dang it. This game. Just... There are times where I ask myself why I even do this to myself, like playing this game. I'm not sure if I'll ever know the true answer. But, like, oh my gosh. Jianzhou, Nanai. Okay, swing my main army to try to get Jianzhou out of the war. Don't really care what all they take in when they're fighting the Ming. Now, the cool thing about this all is that they're going to probably try to use this to go and fight the Ming instead of fighting me. Which is really, just really cool, in my opinion. Okay, regular Regency, but it's only going to last for another couple of years, so... That'll actually be perfect. Not gonna really get in the way all that much. Swoop around, not swoop around. This one's gonna just go here. And I am going to have Mongolia take Nanai here. Oh yeah, you're right. Pretty good region. I mean, my old regent was also good, so it's not like it was a big deal to me, but it is nice having a regent with some decent perks. Though I definitely look forward to having little old Batula here being in charge. There. 434 over 046. Well, that's iffy, because as a horde and with how much conquest I'm going to be doing, that 6 is a big deal. Also, because of raising, you don't need to worry as much about admin, since you're always going to have enough to core the provinces you take. Just about. Them handle those rebels. Oh, hey. And they won that. Oh, money, money. Boom. Oh. I would definitely like it if I could have some decent trade. Oh, right! There's an old strat I remember that I was doing. Yeah, I'm not going to transfer into Yuan specifically because I want to do this strat. Boom. I'm going to trade company. In fact, we're just going to leave all of this stuff that I've taken. Take everything as a trade company. And that will give me a large increase of money from trade. Get rid of the Siberian guy. Siberia is pointless anyways at the right now. Like, Siberia has basically nothing. The wealth of Siberia might as well be negative. If I use trade, if I get annex Mongolia for their trade power, and maybe if I decide to expand further into China over time, just to pick up some extra trade company provinces, I could definitely be making a decent amount of money. Okay. War reps and that. Idea. Oh, well, I have an awful air that, but besides that, everything seems decent. Icon, we seem to have lost something. Okay. We did indeed, we did indeed. Let's see. I can force what I want out of them. Prestige, very nice, very nice. Somebody's going for the mandate. It is the men. Oh, and how I hope they take it. Because if they do, I will just take what I need, destroy the men. And mandate no longer. Making it so I can form Yuan whenever I please, even though I will just straight up refuse to form them. I don't want to form the Yuan. The Yuan is... I won't be forming the Yuan until I'm ready to form Mongol, because I don't want to move my capital by accident. So, okay, almost pretty much all of Beijing's money is being moved out by me. Nobody collects here, so I don't need to worry about Beijing at all, unless Ming loses even more land there. If I go to Xi'an here, it retains 2 ducats and 31, so I could take the time to conquer some in here and conquer into Huangzhou to pull trade from there. Girin is also theoretical, but I'm not going to do that one, probably. Let's take everything, and hopefully, let's see, what all... None of the rest of this is their cores. Okay. And then we are going to take it in this manner. Take money and... Okay. Send him there, there, and there. Wait! Dang it. Okay. There. It was just showing weird. Gotcha. Oh. Oh no. Wait, no, that is my land. Okay. It looked like a different shade to me. That was not good. Okay. Whew. They will surrender. Good deal. Boom, boom, and boom. It's part of the Beijing trade node, so do that. Rest of this. Do all that. Okay, all the Korchin culture. Okay, done. And I will actually core these other provinces now that I know that it's worth it. Or now that it's become worth it, I guess is the way I'd put it. Or that I've decided it's worth it. I have more money. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get rid of one of the loans. Let's go ahead and give them a general. I could theoretically go after some of these provinces here and here. Oh wow, the men are probably going to get annexed. Rip. Because Ming still has cores on everything, so... In spite of being crippled, they are doing alright for themselves. You know what? I think I'm going to... In spite of the fact that it's going to be a shorter war, a longer game, I think I am going to go for the old conquer all of China for an economic base kind of deal. Wait for the Timurids to collapse. Okay. Every time, Yawn Rebels. Every time. Welcome back. I have changed up some of my plans. While I'm waiting for the Timurids to collapse in the east over here. You didn't miss a whole lot. I got Korchin under control. I'm slowly annexing Mongolia. Yeah, I'm still winning. I'm gonna get rid of some Yarkand rebels over here, and after that, I've decided I'm actually going to conquer all of China. Pretty much I'm just gonna conquer it all in one go. And use it as a turn it all into a trade company to make it so I don't have to rely on constantly stealing money from other countries to survive. So pretty much Chengdu kind of sort of, but really the places I'm going is Hangzhou, Beijing, even though I don't really need it that much, Xi'an, and Canton. And I'll be pulling trade from all those places. Ooh. Took away some of their influence. Good. I'll take that deal. Money hit, sadly. And... that is one thing that's going to be rough. I have to dev the Renaissance no matter what. Yeah. Well, I don't know. The Mongols were pretty big into trade. They didn't... because trade was all about moving around. The Mongols were, even before they formed an empire, were were prolific traders. Okay, we're going to drop a single infantry over here to take these two back. And then I do need to actually make this a state, because if I'm going to develop this province for the gold, and just in case I accidentally develop it to the point of if it's almost got Renaissance, I'll just go ahead and do that. You're right, pop culture stereotypes. If I have to. Okay, swing my army around, go for this. Oh wow, they took Nanjing. Mildly surprising. Considering I think the Ming are winning, surprisingly. I'll go after Chu after I'm done eating all of these states alive. Oh yeah, also. Boom. Best possible ally, because that lowers their AE on me while I'm fighting their fellow Confucians. Okay. Delete single unit. Go here, core. Encourage development, and we're going to start getting my gold up. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Okay, my income is going up from that. Now I just have to send my armies to go and completely and utterly destroy my enemies here. So we're going to make Shi. We're going to do it this way. Because first things first, beating down the Shun. Okay, 1, 2. Boom. 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 Wait, let me check here. Yeah, they have troops forming there. Since the war against the Shi, I can take each of these. And if I can annex all of this, I'm going to annex them all one at a time. And my reasoning here is that means I can just go ahead and start working on the next one. I can go ahead and start coring, and hopefully the cores will be done by the time when I'm working on the next enemy. Okay, this guy's gonna do the work on Chengdu. Oh no, I'll accidentally have a pseudo Great Wall of China. I'll keep it up and running just while I'm taking China. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I have to take the Mandate of Heaven against Ming again. Which, once I'm done with all these guys, I will use. Might even go after Cam just to go ahead and start eating into the Tibetan trade node, since it's a core trade node. Pull that in through Chengdu, which I'll own most, if not all of. Okay. Got this. Oh yeah, now that I have that, I can start pulling trade from here. Repay the loan. Extend it. Gonna need it. Okay. That, this. Oh, no, you do your own thing, guys. That explains certain things. Okay, annex, money, boom. Okay. Raise, raise, raise. Okay, let's see here. Wait, right, I need to go ahead and do all that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make this all part of the trade company. Double check, I raised it all, yes. We're gonna go ahead and preemptively do this since it's mostly for the trade money. EU4 time frame, how basically never appears as a real crime. Ah, yeah, that's fair. You're here to nerd out. Gotcha. Good. Now, what a lot of people will do with provinces is that I've noticed is that they will have a couple of trade company provinces of high trade value, and then they'll have a bunch of cores as well, a bunch of states. And so there's a reason why I don't do this, and it's very important to me to note this. My goal with a trade company is not just to make money. It's to be able to completely and utterly ignore that area. My car accept ethanol fuel, 100 baht. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, that's where they are. Send the rebels up. Not the rebels. Send the Grand Company up. Go ahead and give them the unguarded nomadic frontier. Boom, boom, and boom. Stupid, you love it. That is all. Have a good day. Don't die. I'll do my best. I'll do my best not to die. Okay, we have enough. That there, and I'm gonna start using up some of my stuff to get rid of inflation. Because inflation is definitely one of the worst parts of this. Go ahead and use up that for manpower. And we're going to go ahead and annex Liang. Double check. Nations on the list. Most of them cannot or will not go to war with me, so that's good. Go to war. Go to war here. Do that. Go to war with Chu. Oh, that's still on. Dang it, Kate. Yurtesh. Oh yeah, that was the mission I had, wasn't it? Kinda forgot about that. Anyways, as I was doing, again, all of that, so I don't have to think about these provinces, because that's the goal. To not have to put any effort into these. Okay. And, oh yeah, there's also another thing that I keep forgetting I can do. Concentrate development. And... boom, 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 boom. And use the excess I just gained from all that to get rid of even more inflation. Okay, and they're taking all that, and I'm about to get tribal conquest on Shu and on Dolly. Dolly, I don't actually want to fight, so instead I'm just going to improve relations with them. And there is a gnat in my room. Note to self, kill that if I get the chance. So now we'll be making a bunch of money from trade, hopefully. Especially once, as the autonomy slowly ticks back up over here. Because that's going to be... because admittedly, the trade is, you know, still not perfect. Based on autonomy. What does autonomy do with that again? Oh yeah. Production. Oh, it's production, not trade. Either way, wanna go ahead and get that. Wipe out the Cardell. And boom. Once again, most of the nations on this list do not matter whatsoever. We pay that. Declare that. Boom. And... X that. Okay. That. Sean Bay. Can't. After I raise Sean King, sure. Do that so I have less to worry about. Lower overextension equals better. Boom, boom, and boom. Not available. For everything. Now just leave my vassal to it. Timurids, how big are y'all? Out of curiosity. Wait, but you're a settled people. Nope. Still 100% cost, just lower aggressive expansion. Dang it! Well, I will wait and see if somebody else conquers a bunch of their land from them. Like, say, Hormuz here or something. Hormuz wants some of their land. Baluchistan wants some of their land. Some of these other guys want it. So, because instead of doing a rush down, I just want to have a good game. I don't want to be too horribly stressed. Especially considering I know for a fact I'm going to get the achievement itself. I mean, that's not too insane. Also, I do need to get out here to handle the Ottomans. And to take the, basically take as much of this as possible before Ottomans get to it, then take the Ottoman portions of it. Wall's upset. Nobody of import. Good to know. Oh hey, and Yan got their independence up north here. Send these guys. Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna be giving them some older flashbacks than that. I'm gonna give them some Mongol Sultanate of Rum flashbacks, you know, if you know what I'm saying. It's not gonna be pretty. Province. Alright, take this province, take that province. Help get rid of the Tengri, get rid of the Ming. How much of this is almost done? I hope most of it, because that will indeed save me from a lot of trouble. Do that. And let's see here. Okay, go ahead and boom. A lot of these provinces are very upset, as expected. Probably from overextension, to be fair. And go... Oh, yeah. Just boom. Boom. Luckily, a bunch of them are almost done. A bunch of them will be done in the nearer future. Break these ones. Break these ones. Leave these rebels for hopefully my vassals. Fingers crossed. I'm sure they'll handle them. Send these guys up north here. Oh, okay, 1466. Large chunk of China is ours. Don't want to have to deal with the Mamluks, but there's no avoiding it until maybe if I'm lucky, the Ottomans will invade the Mamluks. I might have to upset Kazakh slightly, though, by taking Taraz from them or something. Not 100% sure. I might actually have to take an unorthodox path along the north here and just directly take land that I would have normally given to Kazakh. So I can go get over here. So, the biggest reason, my biggest thing is I like to keep Persia and Khorasan purely as vassals. And my reasoning for that is pretty straightforward. It's easy to understand if you've played the game enough. The game does not require you to own that directly, and so it's a pain to upkeep all that. The provinces are gonna hate you. Might as well just do what's in your best interest. Okay, let my vassals retake the direct province. Get a new general. Army tradition is, of course, great, as expected. Bring my army down south here. And then I'm going to start, after this round, I'm going to start getting rid of a lot of my forts because I hopefully won't need them. At least most of the time. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those that I finish over on YouTube. I might do a little bit of a solo series, get that for like a week or two. Now that I'm working less again, which is rather nice to be working less again, might I say. Let's see here. Can go for that one. They're going for that one. As expected, nobody important cares. Boom, 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 and boom. Okay. Oh, well, turning around. Oh. I mean, yeah, we probably do. I remember how I used to try to speedrun this. Now it's kind of nice not having a serious time frame. It's just a get the achievement kind of thing, you know? Because getting the achievement itself, not that insane, not that bad. I mean, people literally get it in a couple years by doing doing that thing where they get rebels and releasing themselves as the nation. So, if you considering that, yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty nice. Probably am gonna have to go out get a navy to get Hormuz. Mind you, I'm gonna have to build it over here somewhere because I need to use it for them to be able to get there. Repay loan. Yeah, stick with steering to here because I end up getting all of it, basically. Okay. Defeat them. Dolly is as happy as they're going to get. What if... I don't want to fight their allies. Mostly because I can't see their allies. Like, Crimea is like, just... It's really weird for some of these places to be terra incognita sometimes. Knowing that this people group has been there. It is just such an odd thing. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna march west. I can't exactly go after Chagatai again, and I'm going against Saragogir like that would only make it take longer. So, till I can actually go for what I want to go for, which is almost everything. So, they have a bunch of separatists, which would be good considering 5%, 5%, 4%, 14, 18, 22. Still not enough. Dang it. I'm just going after them and requiring they return. Oh, they release a nation or something. Not even return. Just release nations. Okay. Let's see here. Just double check that there's no... There are provinces that have not been added. Add them now. Well, these are added. These are added. None of these are added yet, so they... I mean, there's only one, but still. The real question is, once I get... Yeah, I need to wait on these. But after I'm done waiting, I can do that. Yeah, I can go ahead and expand into the... back to expanding in this direction. Finish off the Jin provinces just so I don't have to deal with those rebellions anymore. Go ahead and take Liaoning. Leave the key provinces in hopes that they'll rebel. Focus down, and I'll focus down a lot of the provinces that are in places that won't rebel. Hoping that the rest of it will fall apart again. Oh yeah, that's, I mean, the Yuan dynasty did, yeah. And it's kind of crazy. Mind you, that would have made their empire have so many people. Like, just so many. Okay. Kind of tempted just to go for it so I can get this done with. Oh. Jom has basically no allies now. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Well, I will be right back again. I'll probably run for one more hour and then I'll, yeah, be right back. And we are back. Okay. Food good. Let's see here. Oh wow, they have lost a lot of their cores. Might not even be worth it anymore. Wait, I'm gonna get to fight them anyway, yeah. Use it as an opportunity. Fight the Uzbek first. Then maybe pick a fight with the no guy. Yeah. Whew. Let's see, how many loans are we at? 6? That's not too bad, actually. Mildly surprising, if anything. Not actually doing that, but boom, boom, got some extra cash. I'll just let the interest tick for now because that's not going to drop enough of it for me to be in the positive. I'm still losing money. I'm basically waiting on all these provinces to I think I just lost money on something. I don't know what I lost money on, though. Also having to decide whether I want to change out my syncretic. Cheaper regiments and cavalry to infantry ratio right now. Right now, my current cavalry to infantry is 100%. Oh, right! What I want to do... Well, I have the chance... Well, actually, no, we need to... Well, first things first, actually. I need to up my army ratio to a proper one. I'll go ahead and get rid of 1 infantry for now. And I will work my way up to a full cavalry army. And since I won't be needing cavalry warfare, I will go for Subutai strategy. Combine that with going for, probably barbaric despoilers. I should be able to just eat my way across the known world. Okay, wait for all these and go for it. More than enough time to get the actual achievement. Not doing a speed run of it, just getting the achievement. Okay, we'll do it for Narim. Send this guy out to go siege the capital of Kazani. Actually, not yet. Because if I do too much of a rush down, the Kazani will come over and challenge me, probably. Oh my. Fingers crossed, I can annex Mongolia. Okay. Yeah. In fact, you know what? Oh no. Actually, works perfectly. I will take that deal. Okay. Keep expanding. How many provinces am I still coring? Basically none. Very few rebels left. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of all these forts. At least most of them. With no fort maintenance, I should be on the economic up and up. Annex these regions. And now I definitely look forward to the Min regaining their territory. I kind of hope the Ning and the And the UA break out of the Ming as well. Mind you, they might have the rebellion thing happen anyways, so probably not too big of a deal. Okay. Time to send the troops in. Spy network. Oh. Oh, okay. And go ahead and build a spy network in the Great Horde. Oh yeah, and I forgot to do this. Boom, and awesome. Also do that. Okay, that's good enough. Making money from gold. I am actually making positive income as a horde without it being... I mean, admittedly, I'm also looting cities. The moment I stop that, that'll be an issue, but if it weren't for the interest, I'd be mostly fine. My economy would be somewhat healthy. So, I'll take that as a win. In fact, you know, we're just gonna get them out of this war. Yeah, we'll do we'll split them up too, so I'll be sieging all their forts at once. Let's go ahead and I have them back anyways. Good. I had forgotten that I had put them back in there. Sue for peace. I'll take money. Go and start sieging that. See if I can get a little extra out of it. Now let's just do 1, 2. Split them. And we will do that. Go ahead and take here. March on Nogai or Afghanistan? Let's march on Nogai. Actually, not these guys will march on Afghanistan because I am now in a very terrifying position for my enemy over here. So let's take these guys to here. Swing around into Afghanistan and break some of their alliances. Actually, I'm not even worried about breaking their alliances. I just need a white peace with them. So I can fight them sooner. Okay. Let us see here. Yes. Oh, good. The Kazakhs are doing it for me. Let's send this army. I don't mind making the Great Horde wait a little longer. When it comes to when it comes to conquering them, annexing them. I'm gonna work my way across the... Oh yeah, I really do need to get this now though. I should probably start working on it in my capital. Considering. Boom. There we go. Have it. I'll probably have to move my capital for next time. I don't know. I'm not sure how much money I would save from that. Though, if I ever play Ethiopia again, that's something I should remember to do. To move my capital around for developing, since they have that special government form that allows all that. Focus admin, since I'm really ahead in the other two. Okay. Necessarily need all these. Clear offer. We'll find out once I take all the provinces. Oh, separatists? Ah. Luckily, they're not dealing with mandate wars. They're dealing with that. I would hate to have Viet have the mandate. That'd be a pain. And I've put the Ming in danger. Good. Take no guy out of the war. Move their alliance with Uzbek. I probably should have done that to Great Horde too, just gotten rid of their alliance, but I'll leave their alliance. Maybe keep Muscovy off of them for a little bit, even though I'm going to be invading Muscovy too. Releasing a vassal from probably one singular province, like Murat, later here or something. Release Bashkiria just to upset Kazan. And give all of Kazan to Bashkiria. Oh, that's awful. I want to do it so badly. Okay. Yeah, have fun. I gotta have fun with this. I've been thinking too much on the super serious, big goal. Gotta do all the stuffs. But no, this is better, I think. Better way to think about it. Nice! Viet now can't really do anything. Meaning, if I annex these two, I annex Min. And I beat down the Ming. Like, brutally destroy them. In fact, I'll probably fight the Ming first. Because, the Ming have all the cores, and I don't want to deal with that. So, we're gonna go with that plan. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. White piece them. And naturally start plotting the Timurid's demise. And they're gonna give me like a worthwhile one when it comes to that. Let's send this guy down to deal with the rebels. Eventually I'll take out Saragogir. Probably at the same time as I fight Chagatai next. I should have... Oh, dang it. Well, I'll take this as an opportunity to force Kazan to break two alliances. Now that I think about it, though, it's probably not necessary. But yeah, I want Muscovy to expand into Kazan, if at all possible. At least after they're out of their regency. Not like it's a high likelihood, but it'd be good. Be good. Okay. Make this into an Oirat. Hold there. have all that. Where are my troops? Okay, my troops are here. Set those Meow separatists started doing that. I'm probably mispronouncing that. That's fine. Ooh, finally. Let's start rapidly expanding how much of Uzbek I control. Loyalty with respect. Yes, yes. There's only one province we don't reward loyalty with respect for, and that's Kuka. Because I need that gold. Oh. Okay, send this guy this way. I'm going to prioritize beating the Mongol not separatist tribes here because they can glitch the game and make it so I can't ever annex them if they take the capital. So, fun fact, at least I've run into that. I'm not sure. There might be something obvious I'm missing here, but that has been from my experience what can happen. And it's really annoying and awful, and nobody, I'm assuming nobody enjoys experiencing that. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Well, this guy generally is going to be a siege. This almost always is going to end up being a siege stack, so checks out. 25%, 8%. But this is worth so much more. Okay. Follow this trade along, and we're good. Nothing stays in Xi'an, nothing stays in Beijing, so it really doesn't... Or very little stays in Beijing, so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Expanding north. They're retaking all that. Thank you, Mr. Mongol. Let's see here. Okay. I am down to large loans. One smaller loan and a bunch of large... I had 3 large loans, so, I am not going to be able to pay off my debt as much as I would like. I'll repay that loan. Start him sieging, and... Okay. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Okay. Let's see here. Sozak. Adakent. Kizilkum. Nope, wrong thing. There. Signac. Alti Kuduk. Where the hell? Heck it, just do it in order of name. Alton. Baganali. I think. Let me double check. Oh no, I've already handled all the ones. Baganali. I can't say that on Twitch. Upper Isham. And Axaray. Oh, maybe. Nope. Carry then. I want to go ahead and get one province because for my own fun, I'm gonna go ahead and release Sibir. Yeah, I'm gonna release Sibir. Shigendik. Oh, I like that name. That's nice. Let's find that. I'm gonna take that directly. Actually, take here instead of here. Now the provinces don't matter as much. Take Narim, take Nadim, I guess, or what's this one? Argan. And I guess take Karagandi. So, for better borders. Okay, this will be nice. I like having a big Siberia up here just holding these lands because I don't care about it. Like, at all. Especially considering, if I remember correctly, just about nothing filters into Siberia, except for Girin here. So trade-wise, Siberia is, like, borderline useless. Until you, except for to Russia. Even if I was, even if it was an issue, I could always do something about it. Okay. Pushing, keep pushing. Take here. And almost there. Ready to, not ready to surrender yet, though. Okay, take the war goal back, and I should be able to force this. Keyword should. Faith in this possibility is relatively limited. Okay, perfect. Boom. Okay, do that. Release Sibir. Make him a vassal. Make him a march. And done. Okay. Don't need that anymore. Broke. Blessed be. Heck yeah. Ashikaga, why not? Get my armies over here ready. Diplo ideas, naturally. And I think after Diplo ideas, I'm probably going to be real goofy and go for Horde ideas. So that way I can, like, trade out to something else in here. Plus, Horde ideas are just fun. They're not... I mean, I think they're better when it comes to the military idea groups. When it comes to Hordes, because that cavalry combat is just disgusting. And you can have cheap, large cavalry armies, which I don't think people recognize the power of the price comparison. Thinking of which, I am just gonna go ahead and... Oh, hey, we can do that for a minute. This army is gonna get rid of the separatists up here. I'm gonna skip Jin separatists, sadly. Okay. Go for it. Let's see here. Where's my capital? Oh, they're literally on top of it. Boom, boom, boom. One more loan, I guess? Wait, all I have to do is wait. For one... Jurai? I don't know where that is. Oh, hey, a bunch of more people to invade. So after I have taken a bunch of Ming land, I can just swoop in and take all theirs too. Cool. Dai Viet naturally took the one province they could get away with. Now, from that... Okay. I don't fully get the reference, but I get that it is a reference. Well, to some effect. Okay, once all these cavalry get unloaded here, this is going to be horrifying. Mandate. What do you owe you? How much do you owe me? Okay. But you want these. And I don't want to give those to you. So... yeah, I'm gonna just go for it. Take this stuff to keep people from invading. Take a bunch of these other places. They're going to have a bunch of breakaway provinces, so that's fine. Fine on that front. Okay, where is the 2? Aperture. Where? I've heard the name Aperture before. I don't remember anything about it though, which kind of sucks. Okay. Mr. Ming, when I'm done with you, I want money to pay off some more of my loans, but my big goal here is to just eat away at your core here. Yeah, take this, take that. Yeah. Go after this. And immediately turn set before I even finish this. I'll be fighting wars against, well, every single Chinese power. Call back to the in-universe commercial for their turrets, which fire... Oh, Cave Johnson. I gotcha. So it's a Portal reference. I get... Okay. Gotcha. Then I'll start a war with Yan. Go ahead and start a war with Yan. Go ahead and start a war with Wu. Okay, it's just the plural for them. Dai Viet. Don't think that I won't invade you later down too to get your trade. Don't assume that. It's a bad assumption to make. Then I'll go after them. He is a very good actor. I was very, very happy. I mean, I was happy with him in a lot of things, but my favorite thing was Invincible. Right. That is what it's called, right? Let me double check that. Invincible. Yeah, it's Invincible. Very good. Very, very good TV series. Never read the comics, though, so don't ask. Know nothing. Okay, swing my armies down here to make sure that Ning is not going to be an issue. Place them. Oh, okay. How about Wu, then? Let's go after Wu first. Wait. I have a border with them? Huh. Okay. Ah. Fair enough. Wu and Yue. Meow first? I'm going to have a super war for the... for China, then. Oh. They're not joining. They taking the hit, or... Who are you protect? Oh yeah, you're protecting Yan, which is actually good for me. So my intention is I'll probably go ahead and white piece them. I can always take those provinces for the Canton trade region later. Which war? Probably the Ming one. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. Yang, I guess? Yeah. So, Ning, yeah. 1, 2. Okay. 1 truce. 2 wars. 3 once I finally get to war with Wu. Oh, and I know 4 wars, 3 wars because of Tung Ning. Yeah, I can make this peace deal and not be worried. We are going to go ahead and repay. Maybe not. Let's repay 2 of the loans for now. Raise provinces. Okay. Concentrate development. Corridor first. I've raised everything. Okay. Boom. Corridor. Oh, wait. Dang it. Nope. Not yet. Not yet. Get all that. Core all that. Get ahead in Miltech. And I am... Actually, wow, I am really considered behind in tech. I'm assuming there's like one nation that's super ahead of everybody or something, because... Yeah. I want to say, even compared to the Eastern Europeans I can see, I'm doing the best. So, I don't know what's going on here. But it's something big. Oh yeah, I have a border with them now. Where are they? Okay, we're just gonna quickly start that war then. Boom. Allied to Korea, so better improve relations. And get Dolly to not hate me. Sang won't really care for a while. Boom. Boom. Starting to actually make a decent income. Good deal. It's gonna... Good hybrid of gold and trade. Hordes are definitely overpowered if they're used right. It's basically a... I guess hordes are kind of a hard to learn, but really strong when you're mastered it kind of thing. So basically a good horde, if a bad horde player and a bad kingdom player went head to head, the kingdom player, not went head to head, but compared their how quickly they grew and all that, the kingdom player would win, because the horde horde player would have issues with like the rebels and all that, because they don't know how to handle them. But a good horde player versus a good kingdom player, I would give it to the horde player every time. A good horde player will conquer half the freaking world if you let them. Yeah, Ning and UA. Yeah. But, I mean, but it's arguable. It's arguably OP in that it's, overpowered for the players who are good. Yeah. Lath's cool. I'll still pick around his videos. I have practically stopped watching almost all EU4 videos because, honestly, my biggest issue with the EU4 community right now, and sometimes in general, has a lot of time, and mind you, there are some who are breaking the mold, and it's changing a lot faster now. But you won't catch me watching Red Hawk anymore, because I don't need it for my fundamentals. And you're not normally going to catch me watching, whatchamacallit, Ludi anymore. You're not going to watch... there's some ones like Riemann who I really miss. But, yeah, there's just... But at the end of the day, it's just... I don't like that... I wouldn't say the community stagnated. I'd say that there's a lot of opportunities for content types that just aren't being explored into. Everybody's just kind of fighting for the same niches instead of creating new spots. You know? That's frustrating to me. For instance, in spite of the fact that I'm doing these streams all the time, the streams are actually not my primary focus. Not at all, in fact. It's the videos that I make. The ones I actually edit. Those are my focus. My personal focus. So it drives me a little crazy that there's all these possible niches that I feel like nobody's trying to fill. And I'd really like to see somebody fill them. Like, I'm obviously trying to, if I think you've probably noticed, I'm trying to create and move into one that is all my own. But I'd like to see some other new ones that I haven't even thought of, you know? I'd like to see something unique and special. Something that could really revolutionize the content. Though admittedly, 2 or 3 of those are already on my... I'd say 2 of those are already on my radar. Of what I want to do. But... I'd definitely like to see some other varieties that are not ones that I'm playing with. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'd love to do themed games. In fact, you know what? One of the themes that I like, technically, I'd argue that Leif's current game going on with, Lady Saffron, I would argue that that's a themed game. They're doing Prussian blue and Portuguese blue. Honey, he's talking about step hordes. Stable or money. I'll take money. Oh, no. Okay, see about getting control of Ning. Oh, hey, Hua's out now, too. About ready to annex them. Or are you? I mean, I hope you are, but okay. For your own sake, not really. Ugh. Oh, let's drop a Merc unit. Not the Free Company. I want a little more larger one. So we're gonna pay a little extra. We're gonna get the Independent Army and send them around to do some squashing here real quick. Finish the have them take out this guy. I'm gonna put Mongol on defense. Actually, no, Mongol, because I have no faith that Kazakh will take back their own land as well. Not their own, take back Mongol land as well. They might just take back mine, and I'd rather that not happen. I'll go here to finish off the Yan War. Yeah, that's why we shouldn't base it off of that, considering this is somebody that wasn't in that conversation, Ace. Hello, Cyclops. Look, man, I am not stressing. I already stressed myself out enough. I'm not stressing myself out with that mod. That mod is just too much. Too freaking much. Okay, send all the horses out. All this good old cavalry out. See how much land I can take in the first war. Not bad. I'll take that. Rose would hate MEIOU, Cyclops. Rose already gets frustrated enough with the base game. Lord, why are you trying to get me in hot water? And I don't mean just in the game. I am sure she would hate it. Yeah, Oh my lord, that is... He's just saying it because he wants to see... He really wants to see MEIOU. Freaking loves that mod, if I remember correctly. Okay, do that, and do that. Boom. Double check. I have already trade companied everything that needs trade company. Yes. Dude, I can keep track of it. It's stressful because I already have too many other things going on in my life. So it's just like, why would I choose to do something that I have to hyper fixate and focus on to that extreme? This game is already an extreme in its own right to most people. Also, yeah, no. I think her computer might die. Rose's computer would just like, it would commit, not live. That's what would happen to her computer. No, you're going this way, Mr. Independent Army. That I'm only using because I desperately needed another army to be doing something. Yeah, it's just too much to really be fun for me. Like, it's a cool mod idea, and I respect it. It's just way too much. Like, if you're gonna use a pop system, it needs to be simplified. You need to be able to have a menu that actually shows it on the map. It's a whole thing. And, like, I think... Now, a lot of people will hate me saying this, but I think Vic 3 did a fantastic job on handling that. It's very unpopular opinion, but I think they did a good job. Okay. Okay. Boom, boom. Oh, I'm about to be making a lot of money. Oh yeah, Cyclops. In the future. Sadly, there's going to be no carryovers of any status because I don't know how to. But to catch my streams, you're going to have to be on YouTube. Because I'm not going to be doing Twitch anymore. I'm fully moving over to YouTube. That's why it's the fond farewell stream. I'm not sure if you read the announcements. Or if you just came in for the clickbait. Okay. They're not. Yeah, the algorithm rewards you live streaming between bouts of releasing videos and bouts of releasing shorts. So I really want to I want to get on that train while I can, get the rewards that comes with it. I'm basically giving up immediate income that Twitch provides. Wait. Cyclops, are you let me just double check this. Are you subs? No, you're not. Dang it. I will finish talking about that in a minute. It's odd. Very odd. Well, I will wait for all of these for the ad break to be done. There we go. uh, hmm. Oh, heck. Swap out the general, because they're gonna need it. Oh, you're not having odds? Okay, good. Anyways, Cyclops. As I was saying. So, basically... Twitch gives me immediate... Like, you know, I make money right now. I don't make a lot of money, but I make some. But... The thing is, they have an their algorithm rewards you for, their current algorithm rewards you for live streaming, doing shorts and videos, and they all bounce off of each other. So I'll be making no money for a while, as opposed to right now where I'm making a little bit. But in the long term, my growth should be exponential. Is what we're hoping at least. Like, I can't absolutely prove, but that seems to be how it's working, and hopefully that'll make it so I'm not so stagnant on both the YouTube and the Twitch front. And combined with that I'm about to be making and releasing more video. My video schedule is probably going to move up a little bit as I work less and less at my main job, because I'll be doing some other things that I like more and take less total hours. No. So YouTube live streaming rewards you. When you live stream and you get viewers, it rewards. More people will go. Are recommended your shorts and your regular videos. Your regular videos and shorts make it. Basically, they all bounce off of each other, and make more people likely. Memberships. I think I need 1,000 subs. I need 4K subs to get ad revenue. 1,000 for money. No, it won't change the time of the streams. I'm hoping to be able to change the time of the streams, but we'll see about that. We will definitely see. Right now, it's still not feasible. Like, once it is, I will move them to a little earlier. Because I would like that. I know. I might be able to move them an hour earlier soon. So that at least you can join close to the end like you are here now. Because you weren't here earlier, so. I think I figure you'd at least like that. Okay. I need to send this guy out. Actually, no, I need to send this guy out to a stack wipe. Never heard that? The anime WoW, or?
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah, I am really hoping. I am really hoping this pays off.
Hello there.
Hello. There. Now, this is something I really hope I can set up the sound bites thing on YouTube. Because
Nice.
I do love having these interruptions. Mostly because they give interaction and they sometimes get really funny moments when somebody times it right. Yeah. Wow, indeed.
NANI?!
Okay, how about we just take this and force them to break their alliance. For now, and I basically have most of China go back to Kono Dioda? No habla? Yeah, it's a little too much sound. Well, we are almost to the time. We are past the time that I said. Now that Cyclops is here, I think I'm going to go ahead and go for another hour. Or at least another half. So that way I'm, because I don't want to just ditch when I have the man's got to get in here finally. Now let's see here. Do that. I want to drop this army now that I can. Send this guy out this way. Mongol Liberty again. Boom. And I'm making money again, hopefully. Oh yeah. Where is my... Double check that I did this with all of them. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, what? It's 12 a.m. there? Nice. Anyways, I will find a time to continue this at a later date. This is a fun run. I have basically conquered China. I have expansions into Central Asia going. And I mean, I'll probably steal Xinjiang here. And I'm gonna be expanding this way, forming the Mongol Empire, and getting that achievement. Khan. Okay. Thank you guys, and peace. Also, see you next time on YouTube, not here.